minute. That's something I come across all the time. Does anybody in here have a password on their computer? Everybody? Everybody has a password for something, your phone, your bank account, you name it. Richard, what's your password?
I can't.
That's the first rule of a secure password. Don't tell people, because if you tell people, it's not a secure password anymore. All right?
But you know mine.
That's right. Being your IT guy, I need to know it. So. All right. Rule number 2 of your password, keep it someplace secure. I can't tell you how many offices I go into, and I need to guess a password. You know where I look first place?
It's written
Under
on
the
screen.
blotter, on this computer.
Under the keyboard.
Yes.
It's always under the keyboard. So, given that, I passed out a little thing for you to look at, how to create a strong password. So, do's and don'ts. First thing, don't use admin for your password. The bad guys, they have these programs that they use to crack passwords, and they just turn on this program, and they'll hit your computer, and it just keeps going. They guess everything in the dictionary, and then they start adding numbers, and they change common characters like the word password. They'll change the A to an @ symbol. Then they'll change the O to a 0, and then they just keep hitting it like that until they finally figure it out, or they don't. And the way to keep them from figuring out is you have to have a minimum set of requirements. One is it has to be at least 8 characters long. I usually go with 10, but at least 8 characters. It needs to have caps, lowercase, special characters, and some numbers in it. Sound confusing? Yeah, but there's a way to do it to keep it easy. So one thing, well, let me tell you the story real quick. Years ago, one of my servers was getting attacked by an IP address, and I was like, what's going on here? So I put the IP address back in remote desktop, and a login comes up for another server. So I was like, administrator, admin, boom, got right in with admin. And I was like, some fool actually has a server with administrator and admin as the password. So I quickly got on there, and I looked, and I saw the address, and I found a phone number, and I called the people. I was like, listen, your server is attacking one of my servers. You need to do something about your password. I was able to log right into it. I'm not one of the bad guys. I'm just letting you know, because apparently it's been hacked and is being used for bad purposes. And they're like, well, thanks for letting us know. So that just kind of tells you, you know, not everybody has strong passwords. So what do you do to create a strong password? Well, on this sheet here, like I was saying, one of them that you don't want to use, even though it seems secure, if you do even though it seems secure, because it's, what is that? That's 8 characters, then it's got the @ symbol and a 0, but the bad guys already know this one. They guess it all the time, okay? So you don't want to use this one. The other one, like it has on the list here, the hello to you. So they got hello to the letter U and an exclamation. Bad guys know that one too. They guess that one all the time. So it says to think of an acronym for something easy to remember, like it says on here, my son's birthday is 12 December. So they have it down here like you do an acronym, pardon my M. My son's birthday is 12. So my son's birthday is 12 December 4. So stronger password, easy for you to remember. I like to do what I call the what we learned in school is called the Jedi passwords, where you take a name that you know. So like, for example, my son's name, his name's Tucker, okay? So I would just take his name, I would turn it backwards. And then put an address, not current address, but maybe an address I've lived at one point in my life. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters, very secure. Got a cap in it, it's got a number in it, and a special character. So it's over, you know, that meets the criteria. I'm going to remember that because I know it's Tucker's name backwards, plus my address, and then a special character. So it's easy for me to remember, and that's kind of the trick in passwords. It has to be something easy for you to remember. Because you know, I get that all the time. Do you remember what my password is? So like sometimes some of the law firms I do work for, I'll try to, like the staff, they don't necessarily all need a same password because they're constantly going, hey, I lost my password. Well, ask so-and-so because she has the same password. And they're all looking at the same stuff, so it's not a security issue with them because they're all looking at the same stuff on all the servers and everything. So like one I'll use is for law firms is legal. So legal stuff for this one particular password or law firm, and then put $sign for the S, and then I'll put their address on the end, say it's 7402. So, well over the 8 characters, plus, it's easier for them to remember, okay, legal stuff and then our address. And it's got a special character, over the 8 characters, got the some numbers in it, so that's a good secure password. So that's the easy way to do it. Let's see what else is on here. Oh, the other thing you can do, you can create phrases. So like the one they have on here, which nobody would ever guess, is I love to play badminton. And you can either type it all out, and spaces count in your password, so you don't have to have it all squished together with no spaces. You can add spaces. Space is an actual character on the keyboard. But you can see on their sheet, I'm not going to write this one out, but it's, I love to play badminton, and they put a bunch of funky stuff in there. The @ symbol, the 1, for the 0 they put parentheses. A little overboard in my opinion, but nobody would guess that because there's like 10 people in the world that love badminton. So, so that would be a secure password. But so anyway, that's the long and the short of it. So again, the other thing I had happen this week was a girl called me. You have to have a password and everything. She had it on her phone. Apparently, she left her phone at the restaurant, and somebody. That too. That's it? Oh, sorry. Well,
finish.
But anyway, she lost her phone, and one of the waiters grabbed her phone and started guessing her password, guessed it 10 times, wiped the phone. Luckily, she had it set up on their Exchange server, so once we got the phone back, we just add her back to the Exchange server, all the contacts, mail, everything would come right back in. So, lost some pictures, but didn't lose everything. So, great referral for me, law firm, Chaz Mercedes.
And a BMW.
Confused look on his face. Gray hair like Rich. Jason Marler, first.